Hey, what's your opinion of the league fining Kobe for the slur he got caught saying on camera last night?
Well, it's unfortunate he got caught saying it. I think, it's something that, he doesn't want to have to come up with something like that. It's unfortunate that he got technical at that particular time in the game. He made apologies to various places, and, we just moved forward. It's a pretty high fine, but, guys say a lot of stuff on the court, and that's not necessary. I don't know arbitrarily how they make up those fine numbers. I could give you some of mine that I got that I was wondering if they were even close to the, reasonable. But I think they just do it according to what a person makes. They don't care about what the symbol means anymore. It's just what does he do.
Kobe's a role model, and athletes are role models whether or not they like it. They get paid to do that. And if you're going to pay me that type of money and you're going to put me in that spotlight, then you have a certain responsibility. Kobe Bryant has a responsibility. This is the first time that he's done something a little goofy publicly. In fact, much more serious stuff in the past. He has an obligation to himself, his team, the NBA, and most importantly, the kids watching that stuff like that isn't cool. We're past the days of homophobia and any kind of slur, whether they be those kinds or racial. And for him to set that example, I'll put it this way. If Kobe Bryant were gay and white and he had said the N-word, I'll bet you that fine would have been a little bit more than $100,000. So I think he might have gotten off cheap.
We just drove up from Corona Del Mar and Ventura. My name's Desiree Engle, and we went to the San Antonio game last night.
What do you think about the racial slur that Kobe said last night?
It's in the heat of the moment. It is what it is. That's just how it goes sometimes, I'm pretty sure worse things have been said and haven't been recorded, and, sometimes you just say things in the heat of the moment.
I've played basketball before, and I've said worse things than that. I get personal. I get mad. I'm very cocky, a jerk myself, so it was a heat of a moment thing. I mean, it's just the way it is. When you're the best and you're fighting against the ball boys, you're gonna, of course, you know what I'm saying, say something like that. Did he mean to? No, but it just came out that way.
Right.
Do you think that it's correct to say a racial slur when in the heat of the moment?
I've heard racial slurs my whole life. I mean, in the heat of the moment, no, it's not right. But it's just the way it is. It happens.
I don't think it's right, but he's a basketball player and not a role model. I mean, really, he's the best basketball player in the world. He's in the heat of the moment, going for his 6th ring, trying to tie MJ. I mean, if I was in the same moment, I'd possibly say worse, and I'm not would never do that in my normal day anyway.
Aren't basketball players role models?
Well, they're all role models, but
some sports players are role models. But with Kobe, I think like they said, it was just something that just came out in the moment, and I don't think he made anything but.
Look at Mel Gibson. He made some racial slurs, and then people are holding him for it. So why wouldn't they hold it for Kobe?
Well, Mel Gibson, when you're the best, sometimes you get noticed. I mean, Mel Gibson, Kobe are the ones when they say something you get noticed the most.
That's true.
There's people that we see say things all the time like that, but it's kind of like the Lakers. For some reason, every year we struggle and fans panic. It's because we're under a microscope. Certain people like the Lakers or Kobe or Mel Gibson, when you're the best in Braveheart or doing all your movies, you're going to be noticed in certain others. That's just the way it is.
So you think he should be forgiven?
I definitely think Kobe should be forgiven. I mean, everybody deserves a second chance.
I mean, he should be blamed because he knows right from wrong. Should, at least.
You think he's a role model?
To some people, but others no. But it just happens if you like him or not.
I think Kobe Bryant should be suspended even during the playoffs for his racial slurs. Just because of who he is and what team he plays for. We already been through that once here in SAC. Why is he getting away with it again?
You think he's a role model?
Oh, no way. No way. I mean, this incident in Colorado. I mean, how much athletes are getting out of hand. They get away with murder.
Well, shame on Kobe.
Based on what happened in the game last night between the Spurs and the Lakers and Kobe's comments, in heated moments, people say things that they probably shouldn't say and they probably regret many times later over. And if they to do it all over again, I'm sure he wouldn't have said anything. But based on what he said, if that's what the league decides that the fine amount is worth, then I'm sure for him, NBA Charities is probably going to be fine with it.
I think he has his ups and downs. And, probably not the best role model, but I still like him.
$100,000 is a little much, I think, but at the same time, Kobe's got to keep his cool during the game. And I mean, they're professionals, so they should be professional, like on and off the court. So by him saying that, it's showing some of his class maybe the game. I mean, it was an intense game, so I can understand him being a little upset at a call here or there, but still shouldn't have came out. But I have no other feelings toward it. I mean, a lot of players do stupid stuff.
Of course I do. I'm not even sure. I heard rumors about what he said, and I'd never seen the footage, but I heard on the radio that he did do something to that effect, and I'm totally against it. To him, that's a drop in the bucket. I don't think it's going to change his character, and it is what it is, but yeah, that's at least he could pay and hopefully make amends and apologize and make things right.
Should be fine. I mean, all players, get fined for saying things they shouldn't be saying, and I do think it's a little too much because it's Kobe. If it was any other player, I doubt they would have fined him, but I mean, it's Kobe. I don't have a problem with it. Should have been fined.